This is a quick recap of the steps that I showed you in Illustrator to create your first logo. Um, so I want to just throw those together in this training video and you can watch it. Go to the part that you need. Um, you might need to move the playhead quickly through the video until you can get to where you're kind of at. Or if you miss something that you want to go back and look at, just put the playhead in that area and then play that part. And just use the parts of this video that you need. Of course, if you haven't started on this, if this is the first time you're doing it, you need this whole video. Okay, so let me go through the steps quickly. Again, pause to keep, to keep up with me. All right, so I'm going to open up Illustrator, Creative Cloud 2018. And I'm going to create new. I'm going to go to web. I'm going to call this 1stLogoFL. FL is your initials. Okay. I'm going to erase the width and put 600. Erase the height and put 200. And I'm going to click create. Alright, and going to get one toolbar. I'm using the essential view. Do a command 1, and that kind of zooms out and shows you the actual size. If I do a command 0, then that's going to fit to my work area, my workspace. Go back to command 1, the area around that white space is the artboard, and this white space here is the actual file, kind of like a piece of paper that you're going to draw on. Okay, this becomes your work area for your logo. Okay, in other words, you're going to create your logo inside this white space. All right, so I'm going to go back to command 0 so we can get a better zoomed in look at it. I'm going to go over here to the type tool, click that, come out anywhere on the art or on the artboard here or anywhere on the document. I'm just going to click and release. Do not click and drag. Click and release. If you clicked and dragged, do a command Z and start over. Just click. Okay, you should see this, just like this. You want to go ahead and type in your first and last name. So first space last name. Okay? And I now want to go up to the selection tool right here, selection tool at the top, and notice a blue edit box appears around whatever you click on with the selection tool. And I'm going to go to the bottom right corner. I'm going to drag my name all the way to the right. I'm going to come up here and drag to the left. I'm using the full width. The full width. That looks like I got a little something there. Oh well. Command 0. The full width. If you make it too tall, if you use the full height, the letters get kind of squished and it doesn't look right. So try to keep the text using the full width but not the full height. Okay? And now I'm going to take a look at different fonts I can use for this. And I'm going to do a command T to open up my little window here for the character settings. And you see I've got the blue edit box around that, so that's going to allow me to see the changes as I kind of go through these different changes. these different fonts. I can find a font I like. This is actually a good time to do a Command 1 because some of these choices, let me see if I can break that. Well, some of these choices will spill out onto the artboard. Let's say that one. And by zooming to Command 1, you can see the artboard and scoot the pieces in so that it all fits. All right. Once you find a font you like, I'm going to go to Helvetica because I like Helvetica. Once you find a font you like, then let's play around with colors. So for starters, just basic colors. I've got text selected, all the letters in this little name is selected. So I'm going to go up here and I've got fill. Right now it's black. Well, I can click on these different colors in my default swatch and find a color I like for my fill. Fill is the color on the inside, as you can see. Patterns don't always work. So look, I'm clicking on these gradients and it just turns back to black because text can't always show. But the patterns do work. You can see I've got some default patterns there. Gradients don't, patterns do, solid colors do. Okay. The next thing I want to look at is the stroke. So the stroke is the edge color. Right now I have no stroke, so I'm going to click on that little box and I can click black to be my stroke. Notice when I do so, I've got a 1 point thickness on my stroke, and since I had a light color for my fill, having a dark stroke helps the look of the letters better. I mean, they're easier to see. And I can increase that thickness. You can see that, or decrease the thickness. And that stroke. Don't worry about opacity right now. Just make sure it says 100%. So now let's look at some variations. There are more colors to look at, so let's start there. I'm going to go to the fill. So that's kind of like the predominant or the primary color is going to be the fill color because you're going to see it more than any of the other colors. So I'm going to start here. I'm going to go back up and open up that default swatch, and I'm going to go find the Swatch Library in the bottom left here. And I have all these different categories of colors. So you can pick a category, and these are all solid colors in here. So if you go to like color books, you can pick, let's say, this ANPA color group. So I'm going to pull it down. It just gives me more colors to pick from. And these are actually industry standard colors. So this particular color that's identified here is no matter who prints it, it's going to be that color because it's called out as a specific specification on what color it actually is. I can go back to this library and find all kinds of other ones. I gotta actually pick one. Here's neutral. All right. If you like browns and earth tones. There's all kinds of cool stuff actually. Here's kids stuff. I guess this is all the colors that kids stuff is made out of. All right. And of course I have the same for the swatches. I can open up a swatch for the stroke. You can see I can change the stroke color. Oh no, it's still changing my fill. I'm sorry. Let's go back here. Let's close it all out. Make sure we get here to the stroke. And go open up. Go back to foods. Let's take a look at fruit. Oh my God. What is going on here? It's still changing the fill color. Oh, I like that color though. So my apologies. There. Going to go there. And I'm going to go here. And let's do ice cream. Oh boy. Oh boy, not working out very well. I'm not sure why this isn't changing the stroke color, but trust me, yours will, okay? We're going to move on though. Oh, now it's working on the stroke. But that's just from this one. Anywho, one more I want to show you, which is really cool one to show you, are the patterns. And if we start with the basic dots, just work our way through. Oh, and by the way, probably smart to do a Command 0 now so I can get a better look at it, huh? So there. So there's dots. Okay, and I can click on this little arrow and go to lines. I can click on this little arrow, get some patterns and textures. Got some cool colors here, like this one. I really like that one. I really like that one. And then of course we've got the animal skins. Who doesn't like jaguars or alligator or peacock? Come on now, tell me that's not cool. All right. I'm actually going to go to that one that I'm really digging that. Okay, so anyways, that is some additional colors and patterns you can use for fill and stroke. One last thing I want to show you before I wrap this training video up is that you don't have to have everything the same. You can double click inside of the text and just change one of the letters as far as fill and stroke go. If you're looking for something that's a little different, right? Oops. That was way different. Let's try that again. How about that? Oh, I'm having some memory issues on my laptop because that should be a solid, or no, sorry, I guess it is still different. There we go. Now it's looking like it should. Okay. So in other words, you can just select one letter or group of letters and make changes as you need. Okay. But also, one more thing I want to show you is I'm going to do a Command 0 so I can clean this up a little bit. Okay, let's go Command 1 so you can see this better. Another thing I might want to do is maybe break this up into 2 lines so I can go to the end, right? And I can use the delete key and I can erase my last name. Oops. Click the selection box. So see, now I just have my first name there. And I can go back to the type tool and I can click and I can type my last name. Click the selection tool. And now I've basically separated first from last as two separate words that I can move around and kind of treat a little differently, right? I can rotate this. If you get right here on the corner, or in between. You can rotate one of them, leave the other one however you want it, right? You can do a little something like that, and then of course you can also, go and make each letter a different color, right? I'm having some weird graphic stuff going on right now, so I don't know why it's behaving like this, but it's not helping on the training video, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to do. All right, so when we're done, we're going to do a Command S to save it. And you just want to make sure it says 1stLogoFL.ai. Click and make sure it also says that it's going to go in your documents, right? And click Save and click OK. And now to export it, I'm going to go File, Export, Save for Web Legacy. Ignore that. And I want to go up here to the presets, and I want PNG 24. See that? PNG 24. Make sure transparency is checked. You have the checkerboard right there. And then click Save. And click Save. Okay? And now what you want to do is go to your ClassLink, and you're going to post this. You're going to turn this into me. So you're going to go to Schoology, and you're going to go to the assignment for 1stLogoFL. First LogoFL right here. And you're going to submit. You're going to submit your logo. Okay? There's a place here for you to submit it. So go ahead and attach this and submit. And you're good to go. Thank you.